Back in late July, I made my way down to Kentucky for the Triple Crown Convention. At that convention, I was able to find a bunch of rare new live bears for the fish barn. Now that it's been a few months, I want to give you an update on how everything has fared. My plan is to show you the initial video and then show you the video on how they're doing now. So let's jump into the fish barn, check on these fish, and see how they're doing. Let's first talk about the Allophorous Robustus. As you can see in the original video, these fish were quite small, so I knew it was going to be a while before we saw some fry. Over the past few months, these fish have put on quite a bit of size in their 75-gallon tank. I'm really looking forward to seeing these fish put on some more size and eventually being able to see some fry. So let's talk next about a fish that I was extremely excited to get in the fish room, and that was the Xiphophorous Pygmaeus. This fish comes in both the yellow and blue form, and I have the yellow form, which I think is quite beautiful. Unfortunately, I did end up losing the female, but still have the male. So obviously, I'll be on the hunt for another female. Finding another female will definitely take some time, but hopefully I can find another one and start to get these fish breeding. The Xiphophorous Monticolus is one of my best success stories of all the fish that I purchased at the Triple Crown. This swordtail has a thinner body shape than most of the other swordtails, but I really do enjoy its yellow appearance. I have these fish currently in a 29-gallon tank, and about a month ago, I started seeing some fry. And now I have a pretty decent population of fry swimming about the tank. I'm looking forward to BAPing these fish and our club's Breeders Award program soon, and really looking forward to getting a large population going and getting these fish out to some of my other fellow fish keepers. My experience with these Xiphophorous Variatus from Rio Ojito has been pretty mixed. I was able to buy a pair of these, as well as a group of fry, at the auction that followed the event at Rusty Wessel's Fish House. Unfortunately, the pair didn't fare so well, but the fry have been doing fine. The fry have been doing great in this 29-gallon tank and have put on some size. The males of this species are really stunning, and I'm looking forward to getting this group to adult size and being able to produce some fry. Unfortunately, not every fish that you purchase works out, and that was the case with these Xiphophorous Meyeri. After about a month or so, these fish just disappeared. I really don't know what happened, but probably were eaten by snails after they passed on. I really do like this fish and would really love to try it again at some point if I came across it. Let's take a look now at these Xiphophorous Andersi. I started out with a group of these fish and put them in a 20-gallon tank with some black Moscow fry that were in the tank previously. A few weeks ago, I did find a few small fry in this tank, but unfortunately, I can't really tell if these are the guppies or of the Andersi. I really do think the guppies have made a great dither fish for the Andersi. They've really gotten them out of their shells. Time will tell, though, which species these fry are. I'm definitely excited to find out. There really isn't much of an update on these Poeciliopsis Turneri. The original group that I started with has just been kind of going along, going about its business. I'll be patient with these fish, and hopefully I'll see some fry soon. I really do enjoy the coloration on this little live bear, and really like to get some fry out to some of my fellow fish keepers. These Limia Tridens that I picked up during the event from wild fish tanks in the vendor room have really taken off. These fish were really small when they came into the fish barn, but have really put on some size. Hopefully in the next few months, I'll be able to see some fry from these fish and be able to BAP them and get them out to some of my other fellow hobbyists. I was able to start out with two fish from these Xiphophorous Gordoni. Unfortunately, I did lose one of the fish about a month ago, but I do believe the remaining fish is a female. Hopefully she's already hit, and I'll be able to see some fry pretty soon. This is one of my fears when I do buy live bears, and I'm only able to obtain a pair. I really like to get multiples of the same fish, so in case I have some losses, I still can keep the colony going. So hopefully this fish will reproduce, and I'll be able to get this colony jump started and get it going. Picking up this trio of Xenotoca Eiseni was one of the true gems of what I was able to find at the Triple Crown. This location was the original Gideot species that was introduced into the hobby back in 1955 from Robert Rush Miller. These fish were small when I obtained them, but have definitely put on some size. I would expect to see these fish breeding in the next few months. This is definitely a location that I'm excited about, and I really want to get this fish going and get this fish out to some of my fellow hobbyists. At the convention, I was able to add to my group of knife live bearers in hopes of getting some fry. While this group is integrated quite nicely, unfortunately, I've not yet seen any fry. A few days ago, I did add some hornwort in hopes of providing some hiding spots in case the fry are being eaten. I'll be patient and hopefully I'll see some fry soon. The same was the case with these Poeciliopsis Infans. I unfortunately only had one fish and was able to add some more fish as a result of the convention. I've been a little bit more successful with these fish, seeing a few fry over the past month or so. While the colony hasn't exactly exploded, I am happy to see that these fish have started breeding. I'm really looking forward to seeing this colony develop over the next few months, and hopefully I'll have a large number of fry to get out to my fellow fish keepers. As you can see from the video, results have been mixed, but overall, I'm happy with the progress of these fish. There's definitely some risk buying fish at the convention and keeping them for multiple days, almost the same as receiving fish that are shipped online. I will keep an eye out for the fish where I only have one single fish left, and hopefully I'll be able to find some fish online or at some of the other local conventions or auctions. I am really looking forward to see how these fish do in the coming months. So with that being said, stay safe, stay fishy, and I'll catch you on the next video.